If sea levels suddenly dropped by 500 meters overnight, the world would wake up to a reality so unfamiliar that even experts wouldn't know where to start. And here is the hook you never saw coming. The very first thing humanity would witness is not new land, but the violent unmasking of a planet we were never meant to see. Entire continental shelves, normally hidden beneath the oceans, would burst into view like alien worlds, exposing miles-wide canyons, forgotten landscapes, and ancient terrain untouched for millions of years. Cities built on coastlines would suddenly sit on cliffs towering above the newly formed plains. And ports like New York, Shanghai, Mumbai, and London would find their harbors stranded hundreds of meters above dry ground. But the real twist hits harder. The sudden release of ocean pressure would destabilize Earth's crust in ways scientists have only theorized, triggering earthquakes along every major coastline. As tectonic plates adjust to the loss of weight, massive fault lines that have slept for centuries would violently snap awake, unleashing quakes strong enough to reshape entire regions. And here is another mid-video hook, something almost nobody realizes. The oceans wouldn't just simply move down, they would rush outward. Water trapped in deep basins would drain like a pulled plug, unleashing super tsunamis racing toward the center of newly exposed lands. Imagine standing on the fresh seafloor, what used to be the Atlantic Ocean, only to see a wall of water thousands of kilometers wide collapsing inward. Marine life would face an extinction event. Coral reefs, cut off from water, would die within hours. Deep-sea creatures, suddenly exposed to sunlight and air, would perish instantly, littering the new plains with the remains of species that humans never discovered. But the atmosphere itself would shift too literally. The surface of the ocean acts as Earth's largest climate stabilizer. Remove 500 meters of water, and the planet's heat exchange goes into chaos. Storm systems would lose their fuel, humidity would drop sharply, and the world's weather would flip into a dry, volatile, dust-filled nightmare. The Amazon, Congo, and Southeast Asian rainforests would begin collapsing within weeks as the hydrological cycle breaks down. Deserts would expand overnight. Monsoon systems that billions rely on would fail completely. And here is the hook that hits at a planetary scale. Sea level, ice and just water height. It's gravity in action. Oceans exist where Earth pulls the strongest. Without that mass in place, the redistribution of weight would subtly alter Earth's rotation. Days would lengthen by fractions of a second, seasons would shift slightly, and global tides, now incredibly weak, would become almost non-existent. Coastal economies would collapse instantly. Global shipping routes? Gone? Fish-dependent nations? Facing famine. Nations would scramble to lay new infrastructure across thousands of kilometers of raw, unstable terrain. But humanity would also discover unimaginable opportunities. Newly exposed oil's mineral veins and ancient land bridges would rewrite maps and trigger geopolitical conflicts on a scale we've then never experienced. You could literally walk from Asia to Australia, from Alaska to Siberia, and from Europe to Greenland across landscapes older than human history. Ancient shipwrecks, lost civilizations, and submerged ruins would rise into view, rewriting archaeology in a single night. Yet despite all the chaos, the greatest threat wouldn't come from land or water or tectonics, but from the atmosphere itself. As humidity collapses, global agriculture would begin to fail. Crops dependent on stable moisture would die. Freshwater systems fed by ocean evaporation, rivers, rains, glaciers would shrink drastically. Humanity would face a worldwide food crisis within months. And here's the final hook. The sea level wouldn't stay dropped for long. The planet would desperately try to stabilize, slowly pulling water back toward low-gravity basins and reshaping climates again, ensuring that nothing remains predictable for generations. Earth would not simply look different. It would behave differently. The world we know would be over. Drop your thoughts below. What part of this new Earth do you think humans would fail to survive first?